Hello, Shebeshkt posted this caption on Facebook. My life ended the first second I woke up at my daughter's funeral on a wheelchair, on life support, being unconscious for almost 2 weeks, not being able to speak. Na ichaile khale, o shetse mail, o fedile khale. That's why ke sena le flop ya gore mang o nyaka ke hwile or mang o reng. Nna ke fentšwe, ke kwele, ke lekilwe ebile ke sa no lekiwa. A ke rate le selo se se botse ene a se selo. Ngwago ke modimo o tlo ntšea ka kgaogana le tse baya le batho ba o tseba kudu ka nna le go nkgethela gore nna ke phele jwang. Ke le tlogele le lefase le khila lena lekhi nna ke sa suteng go ba ka gare ga lona. So basically, Shebeshkt it's just in his fields, you know, and understandably so because his main purpose for living. If you've watched his interviews, he said that naphelela ngwana gagwe, and now that ngwana gagwe is no more, so he feels judged, you know, criticized, you know, and you know, I sort of agree that like it reminds me of what McG had discussed last week on his podcast. He said we should stop imposing our beliefs, our morals to Shebeshkt. We must just accept people for who they are. You know, we must stop imposing our character morals. So I sort of feel what you know what McG was trying to say versus what Shebeshkt has posted. In a way, it makes sense. I don't know, Mzansi, but you let me know in the comment section. Bye-bye.
Guys, the way I see it, man, a guy like Sheba, bro, is a maverick, bro. You can't control him. He reminds me of Suarez, man. You know what I'm saying? You know Suarez, the soccer player.
Yeah, the one
buy
people. People.
Yeah, some people you just gotta let them be, bro. Even though they're destructive, there's nothing you can do.
No, only think they're destructive to themselves. Let them be destructive to themselves.
Not to
others.
Yeah, but Suarez was fighting other people, though.
Yeah, but you can't let him be then. If you're destructive to others, you can't say, "Oh, that's how he drives. Let him drive as a maverick." And then, boom, the kid with a car with your kids is driving on the same road, or your car is driving on the same road.
Yeah.
If it's destructive to himself, like drugs. Yeah. You know, if it's like drugs, you know, alcohol, too much alcohol. Yeah. Let him rock and roll because it's destructive to himself and he's an adult.
Yeah, but I feel like we have high expectations for Shebe.
High expectations to not attack fans.
No, we're all bound by a contract,
okay?
You know, in society, right? And when we break that contract, then the law comes into play. You get taken to court, etc. So that's the only expectation we all have on one another.
Bali, what I'm saying is the guy's not normal.
Yeah,
so you can't expect him to do normal things.
No, I get that. What's the meaning of Lucompo? Isn't Lucompo like... What's the meaning? There's a meaning. Apparently Lucompo is like...
Don't bring a whole genre into this.
No, what I'm trying to say... Like Lucompo, like you're... I don't want to insult people, not Maverick, but like, hey, Tibla when you need a man.
But you're saying,
oh, guys,
you were saying,
yeah, she's the kind of vibes.
Okay. What you're saying?
No, I was saying, when we look up to someone, when someone is famous, I don't know why we just don't expect them to live their truth. That is his truth. He walks around with a knife. Understand? If it was someone else, it was not going to be, you know, we're going to be like, yo, maybe you get arrested and all of that. But unfortunately, you guys are someone's role model.
But here's the thing, he never subscribed to that. He never got into this game to say, I'm a picture-perfect celebrity, I want to be seen in this way. It's Shebe, this is who I am. I went to prison, this is what I've been through. I beat up my fans, I carry guns, I drive recklessly. So for us to now impose ourselves into him and be saying,
impose on you.
but that's what I'm saying, like, a guy like that, bro, you can't control him, bro.
Human beings will always hope for the best.
We can hope, but we can't expect. It's like we're entitled for him to be a normal human being.
No, but I don't think we're expecting him, bro, to be a saint. We're just expecting him to be as crazy as he wants to be, but within the limits of the law.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Within the limits, be as crazy as you can be. You know, but within the limits of the law, because we're all governed by it. Otherwise, then how many people do you let loose to be who they are? How many people do you want, to be the dog that's inside of them? Because we can, you know what I mean? And then what happens? Because someone say, okay, if he's an exception, can I be an exception? I'm not that famous, but I'm pretty much it. I get the kind of behavior, because now what does the combo mean?
If there's one person I want to be, listen to go. It's what I say, I mean, Star Wars,